Hi everyone, it's Linda. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all keeping well. So today I want to share with you a flip through of my completed Moleskine journal, and I'm going to show you a sneak peek in my current Moleskine journal and some of the pages that I have completed. Yeah, so let's jump right into it. So this is a hardcover Moleskine notebook, and it's from their art collection. It is £135 paper, cold press. It's got a lovely tooth to it, and I think there was 72 pages, and the size is 8¼ inches by 5 excuse me, 5 inches. So yeah, let's just jump right into it. Now I want to say as well, my art journals and sketchbooks are a place for me to play with new art materials and just to have fun. These pages aren't perfect by any means. I don't go in for that. For me, art journals are a place just for me to have fun, relax, and yeah, just to have fun. It's not about perfection. So yeah, the first page then was just laying down some watercolor and outlining a sun and some clouds with a white jelly roll pen. And the blue, it's kind of iridescent. I was experimenting with iridescent medium that I had bought, so I put this on over the watercolor after I had finished. This page is just lovely and colourful. Here I was just experimenting with different botanical and flower motifs with watercolour, and just trying to just having fun and playing with colour basically. I was experimenting with outlining some of the flowers with a black Pigma micron pen. I was in two minds whether I preferred to have a black outline or just leave the um, paint pictures as they are. So sometimes I do like to outline them, sometimes I don't. Um, this one then was just laying down a lovely bright and vibrant watercolor background, and then when it dried I came back and started doing little galaxy, star and moon, planet motifs with a white jelly roll pen, and then outlining some of them in black with the Pigma micron pen. These are two unfinished pages, so it just goes to show you don't have to finish the pages. I might actually come back and finish these now that I see that they're not completed. This again is just a watercolor background and laying over some shapes on top with a Pigma micron pen and some coloured jelly roll pens. This was a watercolor little doodle that I did. I think I had in my head that I wanted to do 3 or 4 shelves and have different items on the shelves, but anyway, I never finished it. But there you go. This page I really don't like at all. I was just trying to follow a tutorial in a book. It was actually using gouache, I think, not watercolor, if I remember correctly. I don't like it, but you know, it is what it is. That's what an art journal and sketchbook is for. You know, it's just to play and experiment. So some things we create and that we love, and some things then we don't. This page I really like. It was a lot of fun to make. Just laying down watercolor circles. I just love doing it. It's just really relaxing. And then when it dried, I got my black Pigma micron pen and just started doing little doodles over it. This idea I was inspired to do by watching a creative bug tutorial by Lisa Congdon. Lisa Congdon is an American artist, fine artist, author and illustrator that I've been following for many, many years. And she has fantastic very beginner friendly classes on a creative platform called Creative Bug. I would highly recommend it, and I leave a link in the description box below. So this spread is inspired by those classes by Lisa Congdon, as is this. I laid down a watercolor background. I didn't like it, and then I just layered triangles all over it. Triangles is just another geometric shape that I really love to use, and again, it's inspired following a tutorial by Lisa Congdon on Creative Bug. This background now is actually created using Liquitex inks. I'd gotten them for the first time, so I was just kind of playing and experimenting, seeing how they would lay down on the page, how they would flow, and different amounts of water. And then I came in over the background again with a white paint pen and also a black Pigma micron. And on this particular day I wrote down, "Let go, trust the universe, do not be afraid, destiny awaits." So it's lovely and colourful, and it was just really fun to make. In this spread, again, it was using watercolour and the Liquitex inks, and I let it dry, and then I wanted to layer over that with a purple, I think this was gouache that I used, but I didn't finish it. I might come back and finish it, but I think it's just beautiful anyway. And there is some metallic Liquitex inks in there as well, but I think it's just a really lovely motif. This is inspired by Furry Little Peach on YouTube. Her work is just fantastic and beautiful, and I love her work. And she Sean on Furry Little Peach, she gave me the idea because she does a lot of layering in her work, and I just wanted to try and give it a go for myself. This was just messing about, nothing serious. Again, I think these were metallic watercolors, cheap ones that I bought that I was experimenting with, and then I just wanted to do a little doodle over the watercolor background. This one then was just, I just watercolored hearts, and I have a little wax crayon here in the background, and outlining them then with the black Pigma micron and some jelly roll pen. This one I didn't finish, but it was just, I suppose, the day that I was in it, I was telling myself to be brave, not to be afraid. And yeah, this is just some little cloud doodles with different expressions. This was a page I was testing out some metallic highlighters by Faber-Castell. I didn't actually do anything with them, but it was just a test page. This is a different style then. This is entirely watercolor and a little black, a fine Pigma micron, should I say. So it was do things that make your heart sing. That's what was on my mind that day. In this page then, again, it's just watercolor and some gold paint pen. This one here says, "In Japan, broken objects are often repaired with gold. The flaw is seen as a unique piece of the object's history, which adds to its beauty. Consider this when you feel broken." There's a name on it, and I can't pronounce what this name is. Is it? Oh, I can't say it. It begins with a K anyway. I'm not going to try and pronounce it, but yeah, that was I love that concept. And this one then is exactly the same. It's watercolor with a Pigma micron, a fine Pigma micron, and it says, "The sunrise does not care if we watch it or not. It will keep on being beautiful even if no one bothers to look at it." So again, this is just exactly the same watercolor with a fine Pigma micron, and here I was writing, I just said it starts from within, and this is na Bláthanna, which means the flowers in Irish. This was just a test page of some alcohol markers that I got. Actually, they were Ecoline markers. This was just a little page where I think a friend of mine was looking to get a tattoo, so just coming up with some ideas for that. My style was not changing, but maybe evolving a bit more here. Again, it's just watercolor and layering down on top some iridescent medium and different motifs that seem to reappear again and again in my work. I love the idea of florals, geometric shapes, stars, weather elements, and this kind of seems to start to make a reoccurrence in my work. This is watercolor again with a white gel pen on top. On green is the sun. Natanta, I think is that the sea or the waves? I can't remember. I think it's waves. This then is a little collage with watercolor and Pigma micron pens. This was inspired by a creative bug class by Lisa Congdon. This was another class that Lisa Congdon gave on creative bug. It was layering down a background with I'm not sure what pens she used, but I used these koi water-based brush pens, and it was literally just layering the colors and then coming over the top with a black Pigma micron pen and white gel pen. I did this doodle on holiday because I was after buying the large pink Posca pen. I was in Croatia at the time, and so I did olive branches because there was olive trees everywhere. This is another little watercolor doodle, layering with different motifs, and a little bird, and it says fly free. This is a painting I did on the beach on my holidays in Croatia. Not fantastic by any means. This was a doodle I was doing from my hotel window in Stobrec in Croatia, but I didn't finish it. Again, just another little imaginary world, and in here I put little worlds because this is the butterflies with leaves and then the mountains and stars. I suppose I was thinking these are all different worlds. Again, here's just experimenting again, just different flower motifs, having fun, trying out the different pens and things. I don't love it. It's not, very pretty by any means. This page I didn't even do anything with. I really don't like the background. It just didn't turn out right at all. I wrote down creation here. I was kind of thinking the gold, it's like ore and fluids moving through rocks, I think under mountains, and creating something new. Yes, this is just the same again, just different, experimenting with different motifs, just having fun and playing with color. I didn't even finish this. I did the circles, and yeah, just again zoning out. It's a little bit of art therapy. It's not pretty. I didn't even finish this background. I really don't like it. I don't know what I was thinking, but I don't like the colors or anything. It doesn't inspire me. And if that happens to you, it's okay. Just move on. Turn the page and start again. That's the whole point. Yeah, these are just really bright and colorful. Again, I'm using exactly the same materials. There's nothing different. It's Posca pens, Pigma micron pens, and either a white Posca paint pen or also a Uniball Signal white pen, but they don't work really well sometimes. And that's more of the same. I just said beauty, whatever. I was thinking this was pretty. This is just a real vibrant tropical. I think I was kind of thinking holidays and Mexico or something like that. And here I said believe in magic. Again, this is all Posca pens with watercolor and a thicker black brush pens. And exactly the same again. This is another kind of watercolor doodle. These are so much fun. I really enjoy doing these. This page isn't really finished, but again, it was using the larger Posca pens, the PC7M size, in a range of different colors, and they have a really thick, juicy kind of nib on them, so you can layer a lot of color down over the page. I might come back and fill this in at some stage. It's another little doodle of all different kinds of worlds and skies and solar systems. This page I created following a tutorial by Martha. Her YouTube channel is Maremi SimpleCraft, and she's a second channel, Maremi SimpleCraft. So I'll link this tutorial in the description box below. It was so much fun to do. It really, really was. Again, this was following another tutorial by using dots, just putting down dots of colors and letting the water and the brush create these washes of color, and then using a fine Pilot G-TEC C4 pen to come in and do the outlining. Then I link again the link to the video for these tutorials for these flowers in the description box below, because it was so much fun to do. Then this is just watercolor and Posca pen again, and I put in some collage elements on top. In my last video I showed you how I made these collages, so I'll link that in the description box below for you as well. And here I was actually, after getting a new set of paints, I got the Croatia Gamzi Tambi watercolors, and I was just, these are just test pages for the colors, and I just started filling the little doodles in, but I didn't finish it all. Yeah, and so that's it, guys. So that's my first completed Moleskine art journal. And just to show you very quickly again the kind of materials that I'm using. So I'm using watercolors, any brand. I have, as I said, the Kuretake. I use Winsor & Newton as well. So these are Posca pens in a variety of sizes that I actually use. So I use the PC7M. I use the PC5M, which is a slightly smaller nib size. I might just put them down here so you can see the difference. Then I use the PC3M, which is smaller again. And then the finer details is the PC1MR. So that's kind of for very fine work. And these are all Uni Posca pens. And I also have these in white, so I use those in my journal. I've also tried using, even though it's not very good, the Uniball Signo. I find it quite hard. It gets clogged quite easily. And sometimes I've tried to use, this is the Sakura white jelly roll pen, but as you can see, it's nearly full. It doesn't really go over the watercolor very well. My favorite is definitely white Posca. That's the best. If anyone has any recommendations of a really good white paint pen, please let me know. Currently it's the Poscas that I use, because they overlay on the watercolor backgrounds really, really well, and there's great coverage. So yeah, I'm going to give you a sneak peek in this current Moleskine journal, art journal. I use Posca pens to just do this doodle on top of it. Haven't finished this, so it's Sakura Pigma micron that I've used, and I'm using the big crystal biros for these colors. This was taking a line for a walk, just going crazy, and then filling in the colors with different geometric shapes and lines and color. Don't like these pages at all. Don't like the colors. The watercolor again, I was just Posca pen, it just didn't come out the way I wanted. Don't really like this either, but I was after getting some metallic paints, and I was just trying them out and layering Posca on top of them. It's not nice at all, but again, I was just experimenting with a new art material that I had gotten. This was spring 2024. You can see how long ago I did this. Again, this was a tutorial by Martha on Maremi SimpleCraft, I think it was, but I will link it for you guys. Here I was testing out, I was after getting a set of the Papermate Flare markers. This was Bully Beach. I went here last summer it was 2024. This is just watercolor with a fine pen, and it's kind of my creative mantra. I just want to create beautiful things and share them with the world. That's it. Again, a doodle with watercolor that I haven't finished, watercolor background that I haven't done anything with. I don't really like it. Here's a rainbow motif that I did. I shared this in my last post on my YouTube, and I shared a sneak peek of some of these butterflies. I've used the Kuretake Gamzi Tambi watercolor, and then I'm just putting my little heart shapes as wings. And the same again, this is just some vintage paper that I've used and stuck down to make this motif, and this isn't finished yet because I have to finish these flowers. Watercolor with collaged elements. So the thing is, guys, I mightn't always complete one page. I might do a bit and then come back to it again. It's just a place to relax, create, and have fun. And I would encourage you to keep little art journals. This is like art therapy for me. It's a place to just, when I don't want to write in my other journal, sometimes I just want to paint and play and experiment with new craft supplies, and yeah, just have fun. So that's it for tonight, guys. If you have any questions or anything, please leave them in the comments box below. I'll try and link everything that I can, as much as I can, and those little tutorials and the Creative Bug website link as well, and Lisa Congdon's website as well, to check her out. So yeah, have a lovely evening, and I'll see you next week. Bye.